All right, we do have 6:30, so I would like to make a motion to open the meeting of the Marshfield Conservation Commission on the evening of 4/2021. I would look for a second, please.
Second, Craig Hannafin.
Outstanding.
All right, we'll do a roll call vote. Oh, I gotta get my little paper ready here for these roll calls so I don't miss people. I'll click right here. Okay, we will do Commissioner Craig.
Craig Hannafin, yes.
Commissioner Arthur.
Art Loggy, yes.
Commissioner Ring. Joe?
Joe, we're not hearing you.
You're just
You're
young.
muted for
Joe,
some
that's
unknown
all.
reason, Joe.
Same problem I was having.
Okay.
We'll give him a second to work that out. Technology is wonderful when it works.
Mhm.
You can tell he's thinking. It's critical we have Joe's audio because if we don't have a quorum. So.
Working on it on my end.
You want to sign back off, Joe, and just try to come back in? Okay, give that a shot. It's probably the best way to do it. Always. Reboot is always the best way. So, Attorney Brodsky, maybe you have some fun stories you could tell us here for a couple minutes, or?
Mr. Kilcoyne, my life is very dull.
Mine's been too busy lately, so. I appreciate everyone's patience. If we go too much longer, Bill, I'll just do an official, 10-minute recess.
All right, can you hear me?
There we go.
All right.
So we need you to just announce your name and say, Joe Ring, yes, you're.
Joe Ring, yes.
All right, Joe Ring, yes, we have our quorum. We are now open. I'll just read a quick chairman's address. I think everybody's heard this before, but I don't do it just for fun. All meetings to continue remotely until further notice. I will say that I'd like to reach out to everyone here, and I'm gonna do it over the next few meetings. We've been doing Zoom now since, I don't know, March or whenever. I think there are some advantages to this to actually in person. And I'll get feedback from everybody to see when we go back, if they'd like to continue it from this method or from the in-person town hall method. With that, 3 continuance rules in effect. Please mute until you wish to speak. We have 20 items to address this evening. Please make sure to keep your discussions to the point, staying on the subject matter necessary for the commission's deliberation. Modified Robert rules are in effect. 5 minutes uninterrupted for the applicant, 1 minute for the administrator, 10 minutes for commission discussion. There's a closed discussion period only between commissioners. Then we take public comment, vote. Please address all your comments to the chair or the hearing officer. Pre-vote polls may be conducted to gain perspective of the commission. All votes will be conducted by roll call with each commissioner announcing their name and their vote. Okay, so finish that fun thing. First item is B1, 251 Damon's Point Road. And do we have John? Yeah, there's John. John and Brad, do you want to just give a quick summation of how we got to where we are this evening?
Sure, John, if you'd like to man that up,
Okay,
unless you would like me to.
Welcome, John.
hello. Yeah, basically Brad put together a plan. We had a little bit of a collaboration back and forth on that. Brad revised the plan to reflect the comments. And then I put a cover letter together that accepts his plan and put some qualifying conditions on it relative to for the commission's consideration. I think we have a good plan. It covers the larger saplings, covers some smaller saplings and shrubs. It should work well to over the course of a number of years, create a forest habitat back in the buffer zone and the wetland in that area.
Thank you, Mr. Rockwood. Mr. Holmes, would you like to comment as well?
Oh, very well done. Thank you.
Attorney Brodsky?
No, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank Mr. Rockwood for his assistance as well as the commission.
Our pleasure. Mr. O'Kane?
We are all set. I think we have alignment and agreement to what would be best.
Fantastic. I just do want to make a note for everyone. I know that we voted and you agreed to the additional funding for Mr. Rockwood's additional service. I'm sure that will be being sent over to Mr. Rock, to us, to go to Mr. Rockwood.
To you guys, correct, Mr. Cocoin?
Thank you, Mr. O'Kane. I do appreciate that. So with that, I would just like to maybe go to the commissioners. I think the plan is a great plan. I think it was a little bit of a pathway to get here. I think it demonstrates how we can work well together, come up with a good plan. And I thank Mr. O'Kane for your understanding. I know sometimes just things happen, and I don't think this was something that was deliberative on your part. And we're here. I think we have a great plan. Any commissioners have comments? Then I'll go to Bill.
I agree. It's an excellent plan. Really, really outstanding, in fact. I have just one question about the use of herbicides. Mr. Rockwood states that may require additional approval or separate authorization by the commission. And in Mr. Holmes's report, he states, if the application is to be performed by anyone other than the property owner, it would need to be performed by a licensed.
Okay, we're gonna get it up.
Hi, Bill. Let me turn my video here. Can everyone hear me and can they see me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So after talking to council and some consideration, as chairman, I'm going to suspend this meeting for this evening. We got Zoom bombed, and a lot of these people are not just trying to disrupt the meeting, they're trying to get into our computers. So we're going to suspend this. What we're going to do is to make sure we're compliant with the open meeting law. We're going to publish this this week for next Tuesday night, and we'll put out all new codes and everything like that. So we'll have a secure meeting. I'd like to thank Bill for all his help in this. I'd very much like to also thank IT for their help on this behalf. So I am going to let me see. Who do we have? Arthur, Bert, Craig. All right. So I'd like to make a motion that we close and suspend this meeting for technical reasons with the Zoom bomb. I look for a second.
Art Loggy, second. Bert O'Donnell,
Arthur.
how about that?
All right.
Second for everybody.
Hello, Commissioner Craig,
Craig Hannafin, yes.
Commissioner Arthur,
Art Loggy, yes.
Mr. Joe,
Joe Ring, yes.
Vice Chair Burt.
Bert O'Donnell, yes.
And before I officially close, we're going to do a date certain next Tuesday, which is the 26th for this meeting. Once again, date certain 26th for this meeting. It'll be published in the Mariner. Jim Kilcoyne says yes. The meeting
That
is.
would, Jim, sorry, I think that would be the 27th, not the 26th.
You are correct. Date certain the 27th.
Jim, can you hear me, Jim? It's Bill. We can't advertise 5 days in advance for the 26th right now. This is gonna have to go and flow into the 4th. That's it. We won't be able to make it. We'll have to have a big meeting on the 4th.
All right, wait, time. Hold a second. Just so I understand. I thought we need 48 hours.
No, 48 hours is for the legal notice posting, the posting with the town. We also need to file the public meeting in the newspaper. The next chance we have to be on the newspaper would be the 28th, which would put us in position for the 4th, okay?
All right.
Or
We're gonna have to do two. I'm sorry to everyone, we're playing this out. Mr. Grafton is right. I forgot we have public notice, but we also have to get it into the newspaper. So that's a different issue. So the best move then is to move this bill to the 4th. And have we advertised the 4th yet?
no, we will be advertising, but we have not yet. And so we can just
Could
carry
we, okay, that's enough. Could we do the meeting, this meeting on the 4th and the meeting we're doing the 4th and the 5th?
We could, yeah.
I mean, we got 21-day windows we got to comply with here for
We could do meetings, we could have one on the 4th and we could have one on the 5th, which would be after it, and we could manage that. And then that way,
Excuse me 1 second, Bill. I have town council calling. I'll be right back to you.
very good.
So Bill, we're done. There's no chance of restarting tonight, right?
We just have to wait for town council to finish up with the chair, and then we'll suspend. And we deeply apologize to those who wanted to be here and resolve all these matters. We're so close to getting O'Kane's property taken care of.
We voted on that one, I believe.
Right, and also I would raise a point of order that even if we continued, that the public is not going to be able to come in an unfettered fashion the way they should be able to. So it's not going to be a very good meeting if we continued.
We voted
Well
on
put.
O'Kane, but I
Right.
don't think it was recorded. MCTV was not there after we went out once and came back in.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greg may have a point there, and we'll just pick up the pieces. I think picking this up on the 4th seems to be the cleanest way of doing it. Yeah.
right. I would think 2 meetings would be better than try and put them all into one. If we tried to put them all into one, I would recommend we start earlier. But you'd have to advertise that.
We could separate them out. The business could be on one, and COCs, et cetera, and the other ones could be just anything
Right.
else we're dealing with.
Right.
There are options.
All right, Bill. Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm listening.
So do we have any hearings that we're gonna, if we go to the 4th, that we're gonna miss their windows for 21 days?
Well, the business items are business items, so they can move, and they don't have the 21-day provisions. I'm now moving into there are 3 new ones that would be in jeopardy of that. That would be 53 Kent, 31 Branch.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If there's more than one, then town council says that we have the ability to move to a date certain without having to put it in the newspaper. That was his official guidance to me. What we need to do is we need to reopen because we closed, make the announcement to the date certain and to everyone here on this meeting. And then we also post it tomorrow on the website. So what's the longest we can go out, or?
Okay, wait. So Jay, can you let these other people in, or do you want me to do that?
I'll do a quick open of the meeting in the meantime. So we're going to reopen the suspended meeting of the Marshfield Conservation Commission of April 20th. Looking for a second.
Second, Bert O'Donnell.
Bert. Okay, roll call vote. Craig.
Craig Hannafin, yes.
Mr. Arthur.
Art Loggy, yes.
Mr. Joe.
Joe Ring, yes.
Mr. Bert.
Bert O'Donnell, yes.
Jim Kilcoyne, yes. All right, we reopened the suspended meeting that we've done a couple times now due to being Zoom bombed, and we're trying to figure out how to get everyone's hearings done in an appropriate way and comply with the open meeting laws. Thankful to IT for their help. So Bill, have you been able to ascertain?
Yeah, it's on page 7 of your notes. You got the planning fields. That one needs to be pushed out to opposition to 5-4, okay, to allow Natural Heritage to have.
Yeah, we don't need details, just dates.
Okay, so page 7, planning fields. I would say the Brewster Road, I would get that one done.
No, what I'm saying is, what date do we have to have this done by so we don't miss anyone's 1-day window?
Wow. So 2 weeks would have been this, so The next one would be the 27th. But you can't have a meeting because we can't post it legally in the paper.
Doesn't have to be in the
So,
paper.
I will announce to everyone on the phone again. I've spoken to town council twice. Town council twice said that I have the authority to continue the meeting to a date certain without posting in the newspaper.
Okay.
We have to announce the date certain at this hearing to everyone that's here. We also then have to post it on the Marshfield Conservation website of the date certain. Okay?
Mr. Chairman, Joe Ring,
Yes, Mr. Ring.
why can't we vote to move all of the items on the agenda in its entirety to the next date? And that way we don't have to worry about any particular one.
Oh, no, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna move everything, but I just want to make, I'm using the 21-day window as the last day we could possibly do that. Because I'm envisioning and they can't do it.
I'm trying to help you get a solution.
Yeah, that's great. I appreciate that. So today is the 20th. Does anyone have a problem with the 27th?
Possibly town meeting. I think it's gonna wrap up on Monday, but, you never know.
Yeah, that can happen. I mean, it starts at 7 o'clock. It doesn't look like a heavy thing like we've seen in the past, but that could bump us out.
Wednesday, the 28th.
Though if you go to the 28th, you blow the window to 21
I
days.
do. 27 is the last day.
Yeah, we could do it,
Can't do Monday.
they can't do the Monday because of the 26th. We could do Thursday this week,
That
short
brings us to
notice.
20, that brings us to 22. Anyone have a conflict with 22? Let me look at my calendar. And anyone on the meeting?
I think I can do it. I may have to change a few things, but yeah.
I can do it.
I may be a little bit late.
I
Well,
can-
what day are you talking about, Jim?
We're
Thursday.
talking Thursday, the 22nd.
Is there any regulation that says we have to have it at a certain time?
Well, we have-
No, we do a date certain, a date time, certain time.
So Jim, the only problem with the Thursday is, do we make the 48-hour window with posting? Is that suspended? Did he say that? Because I think,
Yeah, he said I could continue to a date certain.
what about open meeting law and getting it down to town clerk and all that?
He said I could continue to a date certain.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't have to go down. He said, I just continue to a date certain, has to be announced on this meeting, and it has to be on the website.
Okay,
We went through some of the scenarios you were discussing, Bill.
okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I apologize to everybody here. What do we got, 24 participants? Does anyone have a major objection if we move this meeting to the 22nd? Hearing none, that would be really great. I do apologize for this Zoom bomb out of everyone's control, obviously. We were ready to go. I thank IT, I thank Bill, thank the commissioners and everyone here for their patience and while we're trying to figure out how to do this. I've never done this, so this is the first time. So, Bill, I'm going to make a motion and commissioner team that we're going to move this meeting to a date certain, which is April 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Bill will provide the contact and connection information. So we'll make that announcement right now. And also, Bill, tomorrow, please post on the Marshfield website. And if you get to put it on the landing page as well, that would be great. That the meeting was moved to date certain on the 22nd. Okay.
Correct.
All right. So I am now going to make an official motion that we're going to move this meeting in its entirety to Thursday, the 22nd of April at 6:30 p.m. as a date certain. It will be posted on the Marshfield Conservation Commission website, the agenda, and we'll be sending you the contact information to be able to get into the meeting. I will look for a second for that, please.
Joe Ring, second.
Joe Ring, duly noted. Okay. Commissioner Craig,
Craig Hannafin, yes.
Mr. Arthur,
Art Loggy, yes.
Mr. Joe,
Joe Ring, yes.
Vice Chair Burt,
Bert O'Donnell, yes.
Jim Kilcoyne, yes. So we'll now make a motion that we will close this meeting until date certain Thursday, the 22nd at 6:30 PM. I'd like to have a second.
Craig
Joe Ring,
Hanover, second.
Craig got you. Get that bill, Craig? Commissioner Craig,
Yep.
Craig Hanafin, yes.
Commissioner Arthur,
Art Lagi, yes.
Mr. Joe,
Joe Ring, yes.
Vice Chair Burt,
Bert O'Donnell, yes.
Jim Kilcoyne is a yes. The meeting of Marshall Conservation on 4/20 is officially closed until date certain, April 22nd at 6:30 PM. I apologize for everyone for this severe inconvenience.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you. for
You sure we're done now?
participating.
We're
Not
done.
yet. I'll cancel this. I want to just thank everybody who
We're done,
participated.
Bert.
I was just
Good
saying,
night.
I'd like to thank everybody who participated, who was supposed to be here and wanted to do things right. Thank you very much for always being there and understanding that with new technology comes new threats, and we're responding as quick as possible. Okay. All right. Do you want me to terminate the meeting then, Mr. Chairman?